Yeah, I have been working on my house. You can see that I've got quite a bit done here on the floor, but I haven't quite got the footage up yet. So I'm working on that. This video, I just wanted to tell you about some things I'm working on as far as like the bigger goals. And I do a lot of videos about technology, future of technology, the big, confusing world that we're in. It feels like it's getting pretty confusing and intense about, every subject that you could think of. I'm talking specifically about energy, not as the typical narrative that is out there as far as green energy. We need to start working on, whatever topic that is. That they've been saying for years and years and still not solving anything. Back when this technology was coming out, power lines, AC power, all this stuff that we live in now. Back then, they didn't really. They're too excited about all this new stuff coming out, and now we're in a web where it's like we're this technology is actually a trap, and just the basic stuff like it always had some kind of meter on it that we have to pay a bill every month, or there's some kind of strings attached, or there's some kind of planned obsolescence in it that it's made to break or made to go out of date, or you have to upgrade and you have to it's a constant race against this stuff. And if we're in good health, we're okay, and we have a good job, we're okay. But if there's a hiccup anywhere, then we're going to be homeless, we're going to be dead. I don't know. Just so we're in a bind. And so that's what I'm trying to describe, is that I'm in a time crunch. I want to figure this out as fast as I possibly can. I'm not the one that is going to invent all of these things. I'm just searching for it, sifting through all the garbage and the crap and the disinformation and the distractions to find it so that it could get into the public mind and in general. And that's the only way out of this, as long as we can have the real truth out there and the real stuff in the public mind, not in some corporation or some government or something. We have to collectively understand this technology and to be able to make it ourselves in our shop, in our garage, in our backyard, or whatever. And that's what I'm looking for. So I do all these tests based off of just things that you could collect around your house and confirm that they're true, instead of just trusting some bogus video and then suddenly you're discouraged. And I know what you're talking about. It's so hard to find this. But once you find it and start seeing the pattern, and you start seeing what's available, and you're like, I know some basic stuff, and I could see what this guy's talking about, or this girl, she's inventing something. I could see what she's talking about, and I know that that's true. And you could kind of tell if somebody's honest, or if they're just acting like they know everything and they're super smart and they've got 3 PhDs and a Nobel Peace Prize, and they just say, just trust me, I know what's possible and I know what's not possible. Those people I don't listen to. I listen to the people who are in their garage just discovering little things and being like, holy cow, they don't teach this in school, they don't teach this in the mainstream whatever it is. And that's what I'm looking for. I've been able to find the right track on a lot of things and be like, okay, I'm going to follow this guy because I've already confirmed some things that he's saying are true. Now I'm going to work on this. Now I'm going to work on this. So my videos only reflect just the beginning and the basics of those things. As I look in the world today, I'm looking at people who are talking, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. We could be off grid 50 years ago. They've been talking about this stuff 50 years ago or even before that. And there are certain groups of people that are trying to get this information out. And but the information stuff gets stomped out or eliminated somehow. But the benefit is that today information is coming out of the woodwork. But there's so many distractions. There's so much disinformation and so many naysayers and so many people that try to discourage whatever it is. So that's the benefit, is the information is there. It's just a matter of sifting through and finding the right ones. I look for just the basics and trying to understand it for the basic level. And truth is so simple, and it's so amazing how simple it is. That's the way God is, in my view. I feel like his truths are so simple and yet so profound. And it continues on forever and ever. And there's continual things that you're learning based off of very simple things. You know, Jesus Christ as a Savior, Redeemer of the world, and a child can understand what that is. But as you grow older and you know that basic truth, then it guides everything in your life, and you could build a foundation on that. And all of these profound understandings and wonderful things that come into your mind and spirit, and truths upon truths, they'll just come into a circle, and meaning it all comes into a understanding, and it adds to itself, and it expands your understanding. It based off of those simple truths, you can learn so much from it. But it's always simple. God is always simple with how he teaches his children. So when he creates the cosmos, there are simple things going on in how energy is created. The universe is filled with energy. The world is filled with energy. The sun, the planets, the galaxies are all filled with energy. And so all we have to do is just we just have to understand how to put it into a working device. So, and this thing in my hand is I'm making stuff from basic household items. I melted some aluminum to make this object for a experiment that I'm doing, but this is just one example. It's an ongoing thing, but I wanted to keep pointing this out until everybody's sick of it, because, and I guarantee it, if you understand it, you won't be sick of it, because it'll be so amazing. It'll open up everybody's lives. I set up a PayPal thing. I also have Patreon. So this is the only thing that I've really, I haven't really asked for donations or anything. It's just for people who have offered, and then I have an avenue for them to do that. If you feel like you want to, I set up a PayPal account so you could do a one-time payment of $1 or something, or anything else. This topic is actually giving you back something. And I feel like if you catch on, even just watching the videos or looking at the links below and understanding it, it's going to free your life, because you're going to know where to find resources, to find power, to find other things that are real alternatives to get you independent, to make you free. But energy is number one on my mind. That's gonna entail everything. So as long as we have electricity, independent for everybody, and there's no strings attached, and we all understand it, we all understand what's going on in the technology, then that's freedom. That's our future. We have to understand these things in my head. So that's why I'm obsessively working on this. But if you feel a little, tingle in your heart to go and make a $1 donation to PayPal or something, watch one of my videos, do a test, and be like, okay, that's true. I'm going to start, thinking about other people. And there are certain groups that are doing all this stuff, and it's amazing, and then it's exciting to see this. It's not on an alien planet somewhere. It's not some, non-existent element on Earth that's found only on the moon or the sun or some other planet in the distant galaxy, or it's not some super intelligent being that only understands what's going on. I don't listen to any of those things. It is always simple. It is always something that we could comprehend, we could grasp it. And I'm just trying to think of everything because I just get so passionate about this, and I want to get it out. And this is the key to our freedom, is understanding this stuff. I just want to let you know about my donation things that are in the channel channel description or the channel page. There's some exciting things to look forward to. I'm going to keep making these videos like crazy as much as I possibly can until everybody understands what's going on here. And we have a future of freedom ahead. This is what I see for the future. It's not a prophecy or anything. It's just a kind of a gut feeling and a hope that, based off of what the American flag symbolizes, is a constitutional republic. Based off of this constitution that we have, to ensure freedom, inalienable rights for everybody, and a pursuit of happiness. That concept of what that true meaning of that flag means is going to spread throughout the world, and I believe that it already has. I feel like we are going to see American flags being flown everywhere in every country that wants to adopt that idea. We've already seen that in Hong Kong. We see that in other protests and stuff and pictures. We see their local flag flowing in the air, and they have their home country flag, but they also have an American flag. And it doesn't mean America is out to get more countries and take them over. This is the spirit of freedom. That's what that means. And all the countries who want to adopt that, they're going to start waving that American flag based off of that principle all around the world. And they don't have to come to America. America is coming to them. This is my hope. This is my prayer. Kind of a gut feeling that maybe God has this up his sleeve, but you can kind of see this happening. So anyway, God bless you. May his spirit be with you, and I hope you feel his love even as I speak. God bless.